White. This color usually indicates USB 1 or 1.1, which were the very first generations of USB, released back in the late 1990s. These ports were extremely slow by today's standards, with transfer speeds of just 12 megabits per second. To put that in perspective, copying a single song could take several seconds, and transferring a movie could take hours. Because of this limitation, white USB ports are almost extinct now. You might still spot them on very old PCS printers or legacy hardware, but modern devices don't use them anymore. The important thing to remember is, if you ever see a white USB port, it's basically a piece of history, good for keyboards or mice, but not for anything that needs fast data transfer. Black. This color port usually means USB 2.0. Released in the year 2000, USB 2.0 was a huge upgrade over the old white USB 1 ports. It boosted transfer speeds up to 480 megabits per second, about 40 times faster than before. That meant moving songs, photos, or small files finally felt practical. Even though faster versions came later, USB 2.0 stuck around for years because it was cheap, reliable, and perfectly fine for low-power devices like keyboards, mice, webcams, and printers. You'll still see black USB ports on many modern computers, especially as extra ports for accessories. Just remember, they work fine, but for tasks like transferring large files or running an external hard drive, they're much slower compared to newer USB versions. Blue. This color USB port represents USB 3.0. Introduced in 2008, USB 3.0 was branded as SuperSpeed USB, and it lived up to that name. With transfer rates up to 5 gigabits per second, it was more than 10 times faster than USB 2.0. Suddenly, moving big files, HD movies, or entire backups became much quicker. But speed wasn't the only improvement. USB 3.0 ports could also deliver more power to connected devices. That meant faster charging and better support for power-hungry accessories like external hard drives. The blue color made it easy to spot these ports on laptops and PCs. And even though newer versions like USB 3.1 and 3.2 exist, many manufacturers still use blue to signal high-speed ports. Yellow or orange. Now, these color USB ports aren't tied to a specific USB version, like 2.0 or 3.0. Instead, they usually indicate a sleep and charge port. That means the port can keep supplying power even when your computer is turned off or in sleep mode. For example, you could plug in your phone, close your laptop lid, and it would still charge without needing the computer fully on. Some of these ports can also deliver higher current than standard USB, making them faster and more reliable for charging devices. Manufacturers use different colors for sleep and charge port, but the function is the same. These are your go-to ports when you want to charge gadgets without worrying about whether the computer is awake. Teal or red. Finally, we have the teal or red colored USB ports. These usually represent USB 3.1 or USB 3.2, which are upgrades to the older USB 3 standard. USB 3.1 doubled the speed of USB 3.0, reaching up to 10 gigabits per second, and USB 3.2 pushed it even further, up to 20 gigabits per second on compatible devices. That's fast enough to move massive files, 4K video footage, or even run external SSDs at full performance. The color here isn't as universal. Some manufacturers stick with teal,